2003 to 2023, celebrating 20 years of remittance services in Kuwait.
Aiboan. Greetings from Sri Lanka. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Your Excellency Kandeepan Balasubramaniam, the Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait, distinguished guests, I'm really honored to be in such a galaxy of personalities in the audience, and we're getting ready for a great evening of celebration. Right. So before we go deeply or in detail into that great evening of celebration, this is how we're going to begin proceedings, and we request you to kindly rise from your seats as we're going to firstly play the national anthem of Kuwait, which will be followed by the national anthem of Sri Lanka. Please rise from your seats. We're now going to follow traditions that is observed in Sri Lanka before any important item or any important event. It is customary that we ceremonially light an oil lamp, and that is to seek the blessings of the supernatural forces for the successful conduct of the program that we have ahead of us. So we are now going to do formalities by ceremonially lighting the oil lamp, for which firstly we would like to invite His Excellency Kandeepan Balasubramaniam, the Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait. We also invite the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Commercial Bank of Ceylon PLC, Mr. Sanath Manatunga, the Deputy General Manager, Retail Banking and Marketing of the Commercial Bank, Mr. Hasrat Munasinghe, Head of Retail Banking and Digital Channels of the Commercial Bank, Mr. Pradeep Bandhuansa. We also invite Madam Rangika Chandrasena, the Senior Manager, Global Remittances, and also we invite the Commercial Bank representatives in Kuwait, namely Mr. Shehan Fernando, Mr. Jude Krishantan, and Mr. Shannon Demel. Your Excellency, Madam, Gentlemen, can we please welcome you warmly for the ceremonial lighting of the oil lamp. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, gentlemen, madam. Thank you very much. You may now take your seats. Make yourselves comfortable. Well, as you know, what's ahead of us is, what's before us is a great evening of celebration. Now, this evening of celebration is a result of their interest in you. When I say you, it's me, you, each and every one of you, and not only us here, it is a result of their interest in hundreds and thousands of people in Sri Lanka and also hundreds and thousands of people beyond the shores of Sri Lanka. And that interest that they have been having in all of us through the years, through many decades, has made them the largest private bank in Sri Lanka. That interest has made them the most awarded bank in Sri Lanka, and that is the Commercial Bank. Let's put our hands together and say many congratulations to Commercial Bank. And we focus on this event, as we focus on this event, we're celebrating 20 glorious years. We're celebrating 20 glorious years, in fact, with the humble beginnings in 2003. And this 20 glorious years is of remittance operations in Kuwait. Happy 20th anniversary. Come on, put your hands together. Now, Commercial Bank couldn't have done this by themselves if not for the valued business partners that we have present here. So we need to give you, and you need to give yourself a big round of applause, because you are the main contributory factor for this great, successful 20 years. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as business partners for you. And also, we're delighted to see many Sri Lankan professionals who are here, and thank you for your trust and confidence that you have placed in the Commercial Bank of Ceylon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to celebrate. I hope you're ready. Our audience is like very, very silent, right? So this is not a formal a conference type of thing. This is an evening where we're going to celebrate. So is everyone ready to celebrate? Right, you can hear that, yes, getting more and more energetic. That's good, because we'll be having a very spectacular night with lots of entertainment as well. But before all of that, we're going to invite a gentleman who's going to officially welcome you to this great evening of celebration. So we'd like to now invite to the podium the head of retail products and digital channels for the Commercial Bank, Mr. Pradeep Bandhuansa, who will officially welcome you to this evening of celebration. Let's welcome Mr. Bandhuansa to the podium.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again. It's indeed a pleasure for me to come on stage on this very special occasion to welcome all of you all. I know there are partners I see here who joined Commercial Bank in 2003 and who have been very closely working with us since then. His Excellency Mr. Kandipan Balasubramaniam, Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait, Mr. Sanat Manatunga, Managing Director, Commercial Bank, Mr. Hasrat Munasinghe, Deputy General Manager, Retail Banking and Marketing, Commercial Bank, officials from the Sri Lankan Embassy who is here with us today, our valued partners, invitees, distinguished guests, and my dear Combank team members. It is indeed an honor for me to welcome all of you on this very special occasion where Commercial Bank celebrates 20 years of remittance operations in Kuwait. I recall my first visit to this corridor in 2003 to sign up and introduce our own electronic remittance service. Right, we started very small with a few partners, introducing innovative, I would say, pioneering initiative by a bank in Sri Lanka introducing of a digital or electronic remittance service. Right? I came over here, partnered with some of our exchange companies, and we made the Kuwait community, our Sri Lankan community, experience this service for the first time. The business we started in 2003 in a very small way, partnering you all, have grown to be a giant today. The partners who partnered us in 2003, I can see them operating in this market as giants in that business. I'm so proud to see how the business has evolved over the years, serving the Sri Lankan community in this market. Kuwait was also the first market for us to introduce our own business promotions officer. That again was in 2003. Right? One of the partners who is not here today helped us in getting the visa, the work visa for us, and the ground level operation that we started at that time, right, helped us build a bond among our partners, the Sri Lankan community, and encourage them to come on to the formal channels and use the services that we introduced. That was all in 2003, and gradually, right, we expanded strategically. We actually enhanced our services by partnering many key business remittance companies who are operating here, and all of them are here today with us, and expanded our services to where we are today. It's a long history which I have seen myself, right, all these years, how it grew. The teams in Colombo worked very hard to continuously improve the services towards the Sri Lankan. The partners whom we are partnered all these years know how much of effort that went in. Right? The webs or the electronic services that we introduced in 2003 evolved through getting on to APIs, API-driven services, right, where remittances started moving instantly. Moment before the remitter leaves the exchange, the money is in their accounts. Right? We have been able to successfully do that with the support of our partners, right, over the years. It has been a long journey. So I'm happy to say today, after 20 years, right, we have reached to the number 1 position. Right, I'm proud to say that, and we are leading the remittance business in this market with the support of all of you all. In the year 2021, total banks remittance flows, 28% was contributed from Kuwait market, which is huge. And we have been able to also help the country with the much needed foreign inflows, right, through interacting very closely with our partners and encouraging the Sri Lankan community to use the formal channels for remittances. As all of you all know, during this 20 years period, there have been a lot of initiatives by us. We have had multiple events where we felicitated the Sri Lankans, the support staff, exchange companies, for all their efforts. So that was a continuous effort that we have been doing. And there were multiple launches also focusing Kuwait. I recall a couple of years back, another pioneering effort of the bank was to introduce a dedicated remittance account for the Sri Lankan or the migrant workers or the Sri Lankans, and also a remittance card. That was also a pioneering initiative by the bank. Still no bank has done. That the remittance account and the dedicated or the remittance card was also launched in this market at a gala event, and that occasion was also graced by the then ambassador, who is also the current ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Kandipan Balaputhu Subramaniam, along with our managing director at that time was Mr. Renganathan. So it's a long journey, a lot of things happened, right? A lot of initiatives was launched through Kuwait, and all that helped us to reach where we are today. And also, Commercial Bank had not been silent in this remittance business. We have always been very active and carried out multiple events, multiple, I would say, promotional campaigns to encourage the formal remittances through the formal channels to the country. So there had been a lot of promotional campaigns where we have given away vehicles, right, where we have doubled the remittance values, and during 2022 we launched a campaign where we created multiple millionaires in Sri Lanka. So we have been able to create 9 millionaires in a campaign that we launched in 2022, and I'm happy to say 1 millionaire surfaced from Kuwait. The partners who are here know from each exchange that winner surfaced. So all this is history now, and I'm really proud to be connected with this remittance business and working with you all very closely. So as I stated earlier, we placed our first remittance or the business promotions office in Kuwait. Thereafter, we have seen 12 of our very senior staff members serving the community, our partners, under difficult conditions in Kuwait. So currently we have 3 on ground, 3 of our representatives on ground to serve you all. I'd like to mention their names: Shehan Fernando, I'm sure all of you all know, Jude Krishanthan, and Shannon Dimel. So we have 3 at the moment on ground to help our Sri Lankan community, our partners, with all their banking needs. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take much time. So this is a great moment for all of us, right? To be very active in this business for 20 long years. So it was not an easy task, right? If not for your support, we wouldn't have come this journey this long. So I'm thankful to all the partners who have been around us, who have been helping us, who have been working closely with us all these years. All the Exchange House staff members who had been serving our Sri Lankans. All the ambassadors in Kuwait since 2003 who had been very helpful to us, and all the embassy staff who had been very helpful to us in allowing us to do all these activities. And also, I also need to thank my own team, right, in Colombo as well as in Kuwait, who had been the live wire connecting, right, being the live wire in this business and helping us reach this milestone. So ladies and gentlemen, before I end my speech, I wish to thank all of you all for accepting our invitation and coming over here to celebrate this great moment with us. So thank you everyone, and I would say we assure you the best of support in going forward to ensure that we build our mutual business to great heights. So you have our support. We will be ever active in this business to ensure that Sri Lankans, our community, our partners will get the best of support. So thank you very much and enjoy the evening.
What a remarkable journey. What a very special journey, a victorious journey. And this journey has resulted in a win-win-win situation. 3 wins. And be reminded and be proud, be happy that you have done a great service. Mr. Pradeep Bandhuans, thank you very much, Head of Retail Products and Digital Channels. And in your speech, you mentioned that before a remitter even leaves the office of the business partner, the remittance is gone through and the beneficiary has the ability of receiving the payment. So you can imagine the service that you have done, and this union, this togetherness and this partnership has definitely brought great results for the recipients and also the remitters as well. So be proud, be happy, and this is your night to celebrate. And we wish you all the very best in the future as well. I understand that we have a multinational audience. Is that right? So just curious to know what this multinational audience is. And I found out that there are many guests from India. Hello, India. Can we have a big round of applause? We have guests from India. And then we have guests from Bangladesh. Hello, Bangladesh, can we see you? Can we have the energy from Bangladesh as well? And also Pakistan. Hello, Pakistan. Yes? I'm right. And also Kuwait as well, of course. Kuwait. Thank you very much. And Sri Lanka. Hello, Sri Lanka. Jaiva. Right. Now, we're going to play you a video. We're going to play you a video, an audio-visual, and this will be a very special one because this will take you down memory lane. Because as Mr. Bandhuans mentioned, you may have joined this business in 2003 from the inception or down the line, whatever the case may be, whatever your association or the point of association in your journey in this 20 long years, this will definitely take you down memory lane. Have a look at the screen because we have a little bit of history that talks about the remittance operation in Kuwait.
We commenced our remittance operation in 2003, launching our own product, e-Exchange, with a simple web-based real-time solution which was a pioneering effort by a Sri Lankan bank. We cherish our memories of Kuwait as the first country to offer e-Exchange and the very first overseas market for remittances. And in 2004, we placed our first business promotion officer in Kuwait. And over the past 20 years, we have had more than 10 business promotion officers employed in Kuwait and has worked with over 13 remittance partners, making it our biggest market for remittances. We have reached several milestones in this market with the support of our valued partners and customers in Kuwait. Our market share in Kuwait grew along with our warm relationship with this important market, which was the key in laying the foundation for our successful remittance business. Then, remittance services were expanded to other important Middle Eastern markets such as Qatar, UAE, Jordan, Bahrain, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Oman. We also placed business promotion officers in key markets to serve the Sri Lankan migrant workforce. Remittance services were further expanded to Europe in 2006, targeting the Sri Lankans based in Italy and the UK. We partnered with global money transfer giant MoneyGram in 2008 to further strengthen the remittance operations. With the growth of our remittance portfolio, in 2010, we introduced dedicated remittance service counters in branches that generate higher volumes of remittances. In 2011, a 24/7 dedicated remittance support services and API platform were introduced to improve service levels to our valued customers and remittance partners. In 2012, we collaborated with Ria Money Transfer, a global leader in money transfer industry, to serve our Sri Lankan expats around the world. Expanding our remittance landscape, in 2014, we opened up our business operations in South Korea. Identifying the evolving market needs, in 2016, we introduced Sri Lanka's first remittance debit card with unique benefits to our customers. We did not stop there. In the same year, we introduced real-time other bank transactions from commercial bank remittance accounts. In 2017, we started Gedharata Thagi, a gift to home mega promotions with a grand prize of a brand new car to the winner of the remittance promotion. Further expanding business strategy, we expanded our operations to Lebanon and partnered with Ripple on the blockchain front for remittances in 2018. As the most innovative bank in Sri Lanka, in 2019, we launched the first ever remittance app in Sri Lanka, providing comprehensive information about remittances and other related information. In the same year, we came together with a leader in cross-border, cross-currency money movement, Western Union, to enable customers nationwide to receive international money transfers in minutes from around the world. We rebranded e-Exchange as Combank Remit Plus with an improved and modern look in 2021. And we continue to reward our loyal customers with many promotional campaigns. For over 20 years, we have stood with our fellow countrymen working abroad, providing financial advisory services and support that goes beyond a mere remittance transaction. We have built lasting and mutually beneficial business relationships with our valued partners who have helped us to take our services to Sri Lankans scattered across our key markets. From humble beginnings, our remittance operations have become the leader among private banks and overall number 2 among all banks, which speaks volumes of our contribution to the Sri Lankan economy. We thank all our valued remittance partners in Kuwait for their unwavering support to the success of our remittance operations in the country. We pledge our utmost commitment to provide the best services to Sri Lankan migrant worker communities through our innovative product range, superior digital capabilities, ably assisted by our competent and passionate team. 2003 to 2023, celebrating 20 years of remittance services in Kuwait.
Coming all the way from Sri Lanka, Colombo, we have one of Sri Lanka's national treasures, a great asset that we have in Sri Lanka, a multi-instrumentalist, a music composer, a music director, and a man with many talents. Could you please put your hands together for Dinesh Subasinghe? Right, so since we are celebrating 20 glorious years of great association, we're going to have Dinesh, who'll be keeping us company musically throughout this evening. And that was, in fact, the opener. And we're going to have many more from Dinesh. We'll be having his violin and also the mandolin as well. But before he moves to the next song, Dinesh, I believe you want to say a few words about the next piece that you're going to play.
My second piece, composed by myself and an Eastern Asian composer. The second piece of this, 50% of the second piece has been recognized as one of the greatest emotional pieces ever composed by an Eastern Asian composer. And the first part composed by myself for one of the famous teledramas telecasted in Sri Lanka, known as Sudu and the Kalu everything. And the second music is from Oshin.
එක දවසක් පළඟැටියෙක් සිතුවමක් අන්දා
Beautiful. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you very much. Come on, can we have a bigger round of applause for Dinesh Subasinghe? Well, he'll be with us. He'll be with us for the moment. He's going to leave the stage, but he'll be with us shortly. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you very much. Give him another big round of applause. All right, with those very soothing, vibrant tones on the violin brought out by Dinesh, we are now moving on to another very important item in the agenda. Now, when we celebrate an anniversary or when we celebrate a birthday, one of the most important things, or one of the things that we cannot do without, is going to be brought before you now. And that is the very special anniversary cake that we are about to cut. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we see the cake being rolled into your midst, we're going to invite a couple of very special people who will be responsible for collectively cutting this very special 20th anniversary cake. And we would like to now invite His Excellency Kandeepan Balasubramaniam, the Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait, the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Commercial Bank of Ceylon PLC, Mr. Sanath Manatunga, the Deputy General Manager, Retail Banking and Marketing of Commercial Bank, Mr. Hasrat Munasinghe, Head of Retail Banking and Digital Channels with the Commercial Bank, Mr. Pradeep Bandhuans, and also Madam Rangika Chandasena, Senior Manager, Global Remittances. And, well, all of you, we request you to focus your attention to the center area. And, yes, we'd like to request the company of Dinesh as well, because your presence is also very important to bring alive a lot of vibrancy in music. So we're ready. And how do we cut the cake? Yes, we have a sword. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to say happy 20th anniversary of remittance operations in Kuwait Commercial Bank. Congratulations. Sing, everybody. And celebration when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Happy as can be. Who could believe that I could be happy? Come on, put your hands together, everybody. We're celebrating. Think that happiness hadn't been a winter, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. But when I let you walk into my heart, sing everybody, sing. Congratulations and celebration when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilation. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Believe that I could be happy and content. Applause. I used to think that happiness hadn't been in winter, but that wasn't in the bad old days before I met you. But when I let you walk into my heart, get ready, sing everybody. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilation. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Congratulations, Commercial Bank, and to the partners, many congratulations. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. All right. So with that very sweet moment of congratulating each and every one of us, we're now going to play a song, play a track of a song that is in fact a very patriotic song that we sing in Sri Lanka. And in fact, it speaks about the patriotism of Sri Lankans in Sri Lanka. And also it talks of the beauty of Sri Lanka. And this is a very loved, perennial favorite. So Dinesh, we'd like to once again invite you. And yes, I think he's changing the instrument. Oh no, he's leaving the instrument and he's going to have the spotlight falling on his vocal ability as well. So let's put our hands together and welcome Dinesh once again on stage. So, we're going to sing this song which is called Hela Jatika Abhimane, right? So tomorrow, Sri Lanka is going to celebrate its 75th anniversary of independence. So I think this is a very appropriate song because this is in fact the Independence Eve, if you may call it.
And I personally feel sometimes our nation lack of thanking others. I mean, the gratitude is sometimes missing, and I want to thank Commercial Bank for contributing a great role for Sri Lankan struggling economy for last 20 years. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I think this song deserves for this bank because we sing this song for our heroes. I think Commercial Bank is our hero.
Undoubtedly. Yes. Now, if you know the words of this song, you can sing along. And some people obviously will not know the words of this song. So you can respond by clapping to the beat. So everyone has a role to play in this song. Ready? 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 Yeah, we can see the heads going. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Dinesh says that you're not, lively enough. Okay. So before we sing the song, we're going to look for the most energetic table.
මොකද ලංකාවේ කට්ටිය ඉන්නෝනේ හෙට දවසේ දැන් නිදහස අර මෝඩ විදියට සමරනට වඩා අපි පොඩ්ඩක් හරියට සමරමු මේක ඩිසර්ව් නේ ලංකාවට සල්ලි ගේනවා කියන්නේ I mean you guys are deserve.
Right. Can we have another energetic round of applause? Come on everybody, make some noise people. Good, good. That's more like it. Clap your hands to the beat. Don't dial it up here. A little more louder. Kim. Hela Jatika Abhimane Vadu Viruvan Se Purale Idu Mau Bima Sau Siriyen Sarasau Bibidev Sarasau. Now what I hear, one more time. Hela Jatika Abhimane Vadu Viruvan Se Purale Idu Mau Bima Sau Siriyen. Fantastic. Hela Jatika Abhimane. Where's your applause? To the beat, everybody. Now what I hear. First verse. Veera Vikumbha Hela Daruo Desarasa Murakeruo Ele Adi Oba Surabiruo Loma Vaunaya Karuo Dayadiu Nata Padayana Navia Govia Bima Devia Vipate No Sale No Have Atalo Dama Huru Helaya No sale, no teve, atalo dama huru helaya. You will sing. Hela Jatika Fantastic. Bidu mau bima sau siriyen sarasau. Bibidev sarasau. Hela Jatika Abhimane. Clap your hands to the beat. Mudata adena maganga yali umurata harawa Danya vaga kota Sri Lakame Hela bima kita Thank you very much. You sang very well. You responded very well. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you very much. All right. So with that very special song, we are now moving on to the next item in the agenda, and that is also to request you to focus your attention to the screen once again. And right now, we're going to give you the pride of Sri Lanka. The pride of Sri Lanka, with many decades of unmatched banking and financial services. And have a look, ladies and gentlemen, as we take you down significant milestones of the commercial bank's history.
Commercial Bank's roots run back to colonial Sri Lanka in the 1920s, a time when trade, commerce and enterprises began to thrive. In 1969, it transitioned into an independent entity, beginning an unbroken and unprecedented tradition of excellent service that has continued to this day. Today, it is the only Sri Lankan bank to be ranked among the top 1,000 banks of the world for 12 consecutive years. With a network of over 265 branches and a network of over 940 ATMs in Sri Lanka, the bank has been recognized over the years both locally and globally for its unwavering strength, stability and customer orientation. Commercial Bank's overseas operations include branches in Bangladesh, Myanmar and in the Republic of Maldives, becoming a Sri Lankan private bank with the widest international footprint. Commercial Bank is currently the largest private bank in Sri Lanka, with the highest market capitalization among the banking sector in the Colombo Stock Exchange. Commercial Bank is also the first private bank in the country to surpass 2 trillion rupees in assets and has the largest deposits and advances portfolio in the private sector. The bank continues to lead the local market in offering unique services in Sri Lanka, such as banking channels enabled by digital and mobile technologies, state-of-the-art automated banking services and products, and service with digital innovations. The growing number of innovative services offered to customers by Commercial Bank has helped it maintain its image as one of the country's most progressive financial institutions. Through the years, the bank has honored its legacy of trust by improving the society through Commercial Bank's Social Responsibility Trust and by reaching out to uplift Sri Lanka educationally, socially, culturally and ethically. The CSR Trust continues to empower school children through their investment in technology education, especially in rural areas. It also focuses on healthcare, vocational training, marine conservation and projects on environmental sphere. Powered by state-of-the-art technology and driven by a dynamic team, Commercial Bank continues to set the benchmark as a visionary leader in banking, serving millions of Sri Lankans island-wide.
The visionary leader in banking and recognized globally as well as locally with many recognitions and accolades. Saying that, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to very warmly invite the Managing Director and the Chief Executive Officer of Commercial Bank to address you. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please put your hands together for Mr. Sanath Manatunga.
Good evening, Chief Guest. Tonight, His Excellency Kandipan Balasubramaniam, Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait, our esteemed partners in Kuwait for remittance business, and fellow Sri Lankans who are also very important part of our journey, and my dear colleagues from Commercial Bank. On behalf of Commercial Bank, I extend a warm welcome to all of you who have come to grace this great occasion where we celebrate 20 successful years in Kuwait in our remittance business. Most of you have been our partners throughout this journey, and many partners have joined at the initial stage in 2003, and some have contributed after few years. But nevertheless, we value the great contribution made by all our business partners in Kuwait the Sri Lankans in Kuwait who had been routing their remittances, and not only that, also having many other relationships like deposits, loans, and engaging with commercial bank officers who are working in Kuwait for the last 20 years. So this event is to celebrate and thank all of you who had been towers of strength to build our business in Kuwait for the last 20 years. Commercial Bank, as the largest private bank and most awarded bank in Sri Lanka, always strive to provide convenience to our customers, and especially in remittance business. Our aim is to provide convenience and also provide a secure channel for our Sri Lankan migrant workers to send their money to Sri Lanka. Not only that, our remittance officers and also all the officers of commercial bank who are in Sri Lanka always go beyond just a remittance and advise our fellow Sri Lankans for their investments and facilitate loans. And as Pradeep mentioned, we also created the first in Sri Lanka products to facilitate smoother and more customer-friendly, convenient services to our migrant workers who are operating in Kuwait. With the technology developing, our aim is to, and also had been for the last 20 years, to digitalize and to have a seamless remittance business so that the convenience, the real-time seamless connections are created through our partners, and the remitter, as Pradeep mentioned, should get the remittance and the advice through digital platforms within few seconds. So we are creating our platform smarter and also creating our platform smarter in terms of understanding the customer journeys to add value to your experience with the bank in future. And as Pradeep mentioned, we have created a 24/7 call center and also special counters in the branches, the remittance app, first time in Sri Lanka, and we have made Kuwait the best remittance corridor for commercial bank over the years. So that is not the sole effort of commercial bank, but without our business partners in Kuwait and without our fellow Sri Lankans trusting these channels, we wouldn't have reached this milestone today. In overseas corridors, our remittance partners, as I mentioned, are the biggest assets and biggest connection we have. And I am happy to mention this is the second time I came to Kuwait, but over the years, all the business partners have extended their fullest support in developing business, and thank you very much for that. And we will ensure in future we will strengthen this relationship further. So to mark this occasion, I am happy to announce two special offering to the Kuwait market. One is we are for deposits made within February, we will, for special deposit accounts, we will provide 11% for 1 year and 9% for normal deposit accounts. And also for business partners, starting from today, for 20 days, we are having a fee waiver as a small gratitude, or maybe to show our gratitude for your partnership over the years to us. And also, friends, the country which was maybe had a very bad experiences about 6 months back is coming back to some normalcy, but still many things are contingent upon the IMF package, how long it will take to finalize. But happy to mention that according to the central bank statistics, the remittance flows are improving. That's a very, I would say, a timely and very important assistance or help for the economy to revive. And exports are growing. And at the moment, all the banks are liquid in terms of dollars and rupees to support the economic revival. So I urge all the Sri Lankans here to support the Sri Lankan economy to revive and bounce back to its previous levels. And without your contribution, it will be a difficult task. And finally, it gives my its pleasure to actually thank all the partners as well as my team led by Pradeep from the initial stages, then Rangika, then also led by Hasrat. With your support, I think year on year Commercial Bank had been able to grow the business to be the market leader in Kuwait. And also the present ambassador, His Excellency Kandipan Balasubramaniam, all the officers of embassy in Sri Lankan embassy in Kuwait, previous officers and ambassadors, they have helped a lot. Not only, I think, for the bank, all the migrant workers from Sri Lanka to manage their affairs in a smoother manner while they are working in Kuwait. And my sincere gratitude also goes to all the partners again and their staff who had been working very closely with our teams on ground. I have seen how difficult it is to, now these days I think Kuwait is a very, there's a very nice weather where you can move, but when we came earlier, there were these, our colleagues and your teams on ground are working very hard to get these businesses into these regulated channels, and create a safe corridor for our worker remittance to go to Sri Lanka. So with that, friends, the Commercial Bank is a 102-year-old bank, and we are committed to serve our nation for another century. Thank you very much, and enjoy the evening.
Indeed, a wonderful commitment there. We wish you all the best. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. To you and to your team Combank, we say thank you. To the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Commercial Bank, Mr. Sanath Manatunga. Well, Mr. Manatunga did mention about the great economic revival that we're experiencing in Sri Lanka. And in the midst of that, we all know that Sri Lanka has become one of the best tourist destinations in the world. So there's a huge focus and there's a huge interest of people across the globe in visiting Sri Lanka, and definitely a place that you should and must visit if you still haven't. Well, we have adventure from tops of the mountains to the depths of the ocean, the lush green fauna and flora, and the inimitable Sri Lankan hospitality and cuisine. So I can go on and on and on, but without boring you with my words, I'm going to, confine that to a nutshell, and we're going to present a nice video for you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sri Lanka.
When you can go from sun-kissed to mountain mist in just 4 hours, that's so Sri Lanka.
When dolphins and whales swim around you all year so you can visit them at any time, that's so Sri Lanka.
When a bicycle ride in the countryside is one long roadside party of board games, quirky friends, and the world's best cup of tea, that is so Sri Lanka.
When every sunset is an aphrodisiac, and the nights command you to dance them away. That's so Sri Lanka.
When you can marvel at elephants in the morning
and then meet some exotic birds, bears, and leopards for lunch.
That's so Sri Lanka.
When you can get an eye full of paradise and a heart full of adrenaline in a single afternoon.
That's so Sri Lanka.
When people brave dizzying heights to taste a buzz of fresh, warm toddy.
That's so Sri Lanka.
When feasting together makes you family, so we take every opportunity to indulge. That's so Sri Lanka.
When time slows down and urges you to as well.
So you can soak up the full magic of cultural treasures at every turn.
Storied street food made with love for 3 millennia.
360 degrees of ocean,
365 days a year.
Hugging lush forests, misty meadows, secret waterfalls, and ordinary Wednesdays.
that is so Sri Lanka.
When you surrender to every minute
Becoming your new favorite memory.
on Earth's favorite island.
So wild.
So pristine,
So scenic.
so thrilling,
So spiritual.
So bold.
so colorful. That's so Sri Lanka.
A quick tour of Sri Lanka. Thank you very much for your attention. And with that, we'll be very warmly now inviting His Excellency Kandipan Balasubramaniam, the Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait, to address the gathering. Can we please put our hands together and welcome His Excellency to the podium?
Good evening. Mr. Sanat, the Managing Director and the CEO of Commercial Bank, and the executive officials who have come down to Kuwait for the purpose of this occasion, leaders of exchange houses, distinguished Sri Lankan community members, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Indeed, it's a great honor and a pleasure for me to be here before such a distinguished gathering. One of the disadvantages of speaking at last is you have nothing to speak. All the important facts have been, I think, narrated by Mr. Bandhu and Sanat. To my part, I noticed today this event marks an important milestone in the exchange business. That is the 20 years of remittance operations. 20 years in a competitive business environment is quite a tedious journey. Yet again, you have put your hands together as stakeholders and partners to achieve this Herculean task of bringing in the much needed foreign exchange to our motherland. As you know, Sri Lanka is an economy of 75 billion USD. Please correct if I am wrong. And the foreign remittances accounted for about 7 billion according to the statistics. So almost 10% of our foreign remittances is being channeled through the remittance operations, which is quite a significant contribution to our nation, ladies and gentlemen. I recognize many leaders of exchange houses here, and I'm happy that you have partnered with one of the leading bankers of Sri Lanka, the Commercial Bank, that had endured a journey over a century in Sri Lanka, contributing immensely to the upliftment of the national economy, empowering women, supporting SMEs, and leading an unbeaten role in the remittance channeling in this part of the world. I also recognize the role of exchange houses to win the confidence of your client base and thereby helping Sri Lanka achieving its or swelling its reserves, which is important in the current context. Given the business gathering here, I thought of shedding some lights in the positive developments that is taking place in Sri Lanka right now. As you know, last year we witnessed some kind of an unrest back home that transformed into many social and economic repercussions. And you know that we have a new government in place. The government led by His Excellency Ranil Wickremesinghe has put in place measures that is required to bring the much needed stability in the country. And a government has been elected in line with the Constitution. Currently, on the political front, things have moved forward. And the economic front too, the government has taken some vigorous measures to ensure economic stability. Some vigorous and painful fiscal and monetary measures has been introduced to stabilize the economy. State enterprises are being restructured, and the most expensive public service sector is being scaled down, and many measures has been introduced to improve the economy. And as you know, dealing with the debt stock remains an enormous challenge to the country. And the government is dealing with, as Mr. Sanath aptly pointed out, with the IMF for a positive bailout package. Things are being worked out, and the discussion with the IMF has progressed. We have signed already a staff-level agreement to an efficiency fund of 2.9 billion. Currently, we are working with the bilateral partners on the financial restructuring, including the Paris Club. Upon securing the financial assurance from the bilateral partner, the executive board of the IMF, if IMF is likely to part with the funds of 2.9 billion. With that inflow, we hope the economy will stabilize and Sri Lanka will be able to bounce back. As you know, Sri Lanka has been known for its resilience all the time. We encountered a ruthless war for over 30 years, and we bounced back. And we have great hope with our partners and friends, and with our innate resilience, we will take our place of pride soon, with, of course, the help and generosity of our friends. So once again, I wish to admire the social responsibility that once again Combank has displayed here today. And since this is my second time, I'm aware personally this is not the first time they have embarked on an event of appreciation of their partners and friends and customer base. And I extend my deep appreciation on behalf of the staff of the embassy. And I wish also take this opportunity to assure you our fullest support, the support of the embassy at any time towards achieving our shared goals. With that note, I conclude my brief remarks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. His Excellency Kandipan Balasubramaniam, the Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait. Thank you, Your Excellency, for gracing this occasion in the midst of your very busy schedule. And whilst the corporates play their role, for an example, like Commercial Bank, and also you, the business partners. It is also very encouraging that the policy makers are also making a huge effort in making sure that Sri Lanka bounces back and to see a rapid economic revival in Sri Lanka. So with those very encouraging words from the ambassador, we're now going to, as he correctly mentioned, sit back, relax and enjoy. Yes, we're going to sit back, we're going to relax, and we're going to enjoy. This time, once again, we are having Dinesh Subasinghe coming on stage. Let's put our hands together one more time and welcome Dinesh on stage. So we have multi-instruments now. You get to, get a real treat like you did before.
I'm going to play a few songs for Bollywood and Hollywood music lovers.
All right, so from Bollywood, we're going to Hollywood, yeah? Okay, so together with Dinesh, we're going to do this song together. Maybe you can sing along with us as well. Yeah. And you sing. Take my hand and take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes that some things are meant to be. You sing. Take my hand and take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Falling in love with Commercial Bank. Many congratulations, Commercial Bank. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you very much. And well, with that transition from Bollywood to Hollywood, we have now come to another very important item in the agenda, and that is to recognize and say thank you to our business partners. And that will be done by presenting a memento or a token of appreciation. And to present these tokens of appreciation, we'll be very warmly once again inviting His Excellency Kandipan Balasubramaniam, Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait, and he'll be accompanied by the Managing Director and CEO of Commercial Bank, Mr. Sanat Maratunga, Deputy General Manager, Retail Banking and Marketing of Commercial Bank, Mr. Hasrat Munasinghe, Head of Retail Banking and Digital Channels for Commercial Bank, Mr. Pradeep Bandhuansa. Gentlemen, can we have you on stage? Let's put our hands together and welcome them on stage. So this is how Commercial Bank would like to say thank you with gratitude to all its valued business partners for this wonderful association and a great service that you have done to the community through your great service. So we're going to invite you one by one. We're going to mention your company names, and the company names will be mentioned in alphabetical order. And when we mention your company, we'd like to invite a member of the management team or any representative from the respective companies to kindly come on stage and accept your token of appreciation in alphabetical order. We start by inviting Al Mullah International Exchange. And the others, give them a big round of applause. Al Mullah International Exchange. Thank you for your association. Thank you very much for coming. And thank you for the great business relationship. Let's hear it one more time for Al Mullah International Exchange. And you may also face the photographers, as we have a photographer capturing you, accepting your token. And moving on, next we invite Al Muzaini Exchange. Al Muzaini Exchange, we welcome you on stage. Come on, people, let's have a round of applause for all these wonderful people, wonderful companies who have associated with Commercial Bank. We can have more energy from the audience. Maybe a continuous round of applause. And moving on, next we'll be inviting Aman Exchange. Aman Exchange, we invite you next. Aman Exchange. Don't leave this space silent. Come on, fill it up, fill it up. And the next recipient will be Bahrain Exchange. Bahrain Exchange. Do we have any representation from Bahrain Exchange? Yes? No? Anyway, thank you very much. Give Bahrain Exchange another big round of applause as we move on to the next recipient, City International Exchange. City International Exchange. All these companies deserve a huge round of applause for the great service that they have done, creating a win-win-win situation for them, for Commercial Bank, and also for the customer. City International Exchange. And moving on, ladies and gentlemen, Joy Alucas Exchange. We next invite Joy Alucas. Come on, your applause is on a downward curve. It should be consistent. Next, we'll be inviting Kuwait Asian International Exchange. Kuwait Asian International Exchange. You know, clapping your hands improves your blood circulation. I'm not joking, I'm serious. You Google it and see clapping your hands, benefits of clapping your hands. Moving on, Kuwait Bahrain International Exchange. When the blood circulation improves, your skin complexion improves, yeah? You look even brighter than you are right now. And next we'll be inviting Lulu Exchange. Lulu Exchange. Keep the applause going. Now I can see that there are many health-conscious people in the audience. Lulu Exchange will be followed by Bahrain Exchange. Bahrain Exchange. We did mention your name earlier because we went in alphabetical order, but now we understand we have a gentleman representing Bahrain Exchange. Keep the applause going, keep it going, louder. And next we'll be inviting National Exchange. National Exchange. Welcome on stage. And next, National Money Exchange. Next we're inviting National Money Exchange. Do we have a representation from National Money Exchange? And we move on to the next recipient, next company. Oman Exchange. Oman Exchange. Keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. We moved in alphabetical order. And last but not the least, UAE Exchange Center. UAE Exchange Center. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, how Commercial Bank would like to say thank you to all the business partners for steering this great exercise here in Kuwait for 20 long years. Give them all a big round of applause. We request the presentation party to remain. And finally, we have a very special token of appreciation. And this is how Commercial Bank would like to say thank you to Our Excellency Kandipan Balasubramaniam, Ambassador of Sri Lanka to Kuwait. And Mr. Manatunga presents a token of appreciation. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for His Excellency Kandipan Balasubramaniam. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. You may now take your seats. Thank you. So we are done with the presentation of mementos or plaques to our valued business partners. And with that, we have almost come to the end of the formal part. And the formal part of this evening's program will be complete or done with the vote of thanks, a well-delivered vote of thanks. And to do the delivery of the vote of thanks, we'd like to invite Madam Rangika Chandrasena, the Senior Manager, Global Remittances.
Thank you very much, Clifford. Good evening to all of you. Well, I have been entrusted to deliver the vote of thanks. So, on this wonderful occasion, let me first thank His Excellency, Mr. Kandipan Balasubramaniam, for generously accepting our invitation and sparing your precious time to be here with us today. Our Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Sanat Manatunga, for flying all the way from Colombo, despite your busy schedule, to be here with us in celebrating this great occasion. Deputy General Manager, Retail Banking and Marketing, Mr. Hasrat Munasinghe, Mr. Pradeep Bandhuan, sir, Retail Products and Digital Channels, for giving us the guidance and encouragement to get this event planned in a greater way to have a better success. And also, my heartfelt thanks goes out to our 3 bank representatives based in Kuwait, Shehan, Jude, and Shannon, for all your hard work. And I would fail in my duties if I do not tell basically the support that was given to me by my colleague and friend Irosha Vettasinghe, Senior Manager Marketing, and her team, and my team from Colombo. For a few weeks we have been tediously going through each and every point to have a very successful event. So thank you very much, Irosha and the marketing team, for all your support given to the Global Remittances team to get this event in a very successful manner. And also, I would like to basically thank the management of the Millennium Hotel for giving us this lovely venue. And also, a special thank goes out to Marlon. I think Marlon has been a tremendous basically a character in this, journey that we had over the years. You have been a strength and also given us the relevant contacts to get this, the event organized today, especially, basically giving the relevant, the sounds engineers, the photographers, and all the contacts. Special thanks goes out to Mirage Media, the sounds engineers, Mr. Philip David and Roshan, the DJs, and of course the photographers who have been going in and around, I'm sure we would have lovely photographs at the end of the events. That's what we treasure. And also, last but not least, our valued remittance partners and also our clients based in Kuwait for all your valuable, support given to us throughout these years. It has been truly a memorable journey working with each and every one of you, and I personally thank on behalf of Commercial Bank for coming here today and, joyously celebrating this occasion with all of us. So thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen, for your valued presence here. And also, before I wind up, I think another bigger round of applause should go to Dinesh and, of course, Clifford Richard, our compeer who had been, keeping this event going all along. So before, I'm sure the duo would have few more songs to entertain the crowd. So I would love Clifford and Dinesh to take on the stage and keep you on tiptoes for a few more minutes. And please do enjoy the evening, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Rangika. Thank you very much, Madam Rangika. All right, so we are just into the final moments of you being seated and, having a look at the stage, because very soon we'll be inviting you for dinner. And so before you start enjoying your dinner, we'd like to invite Dinesh as well. So we're going to do maybe 1, 2, or 3 songs, depending on the time. So you like something fast or slow? Fast. Okay, which means you want to dance, yeah? Yeah? Okay, so anyone wanting to dance? No? There's a guy at the sound console, raising his hand there. Okay. So, Dinesh, shall we do a rock and roll? Yeah? Yeah. So, the songs are limited because we are running on at the backing tracks. So, I'll do a rock and roll for you. Maybe you can clap your hands. If you like, you can get up and dance. Or maybe you can dance while you're seated as well. The seated dance, right? Okay. You have... Yeah. This or this? Okay. Right. Is it on? Okay, fine. Right. So can we play Blue Suede Shoes? Yeah? 2 for the show, 3 get ready now, go, can go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes a little up. Well, you can do anything, Ricky, on my blue suede shoes. Wait, clapping your hands. You can knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place. Doing the thing that you want to do, but honey, lay out of my shoes, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything, Ricky, on my blue suede shoes. Shall we dance? Someone wanted fast songs? You can do the twist. If you like, you can stand and do the twist. Or you can burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old food jar. Doing the thing that you want to do, but honey, lay out of my shoes, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do the thing, Ricky, on my blue suede shoes. You sing. Blue, blue, blue suede shoes, sing. Blue, blue, blue suede shoes. Blue, blue, blue suede shoes. Well, you can do the thing, Ricky, on my blue suede shoes. Well, it's blue, blue, blue suede shoes. 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 Well, you can do the thing, Ricky, on my blue suede shoes. One more time. I say, blue, blue, blue suede shoes. 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 Oh, you can do the thing, Ricky, on my blue suede shoes. I say, blue, blue, blue suede shoes. Blue, blue, blue suede shoes. blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes. Well, you can do nothing to take you on my blue suede shoes. You da-da-da-da. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, there's a request for a baila, yeah? So what are we going to sing? Sinaloe, right. So we're going to sing Sinaloe Mihiramau. It's a Sri Lankan song, a real danceable song. For this, at least we need to see at least one person dancing. Ikkinikkan. There's no restriction in dancing, right? So we need to see at least one person dancing. Who's the best dancer here? Or who loves dancing? Yibu! Go on, put it. Let me hear you a little louder. All right, you sing. Get ready. On and on. On and on. Sing. Dream. Sinaloe Mihiramau. Sinanagayo. Dasan Widak Suragelak. Go Marimarangan Mire. One more time. Go on, put it. Louder, hey, everybody, louder. Arasoka susumbavi, ina matumbavi, itara obede sai balante. Itarave, e bambara tutakayave, obede namai pedente. Kenana sundari mage, Rosamal kumari ma priyavi. Madhavati ne same, Kenana sundari mage, Rosamal kumari a priyavi. Gibu! Sinaloe Mihiramau. Sinahanagayo by Manali. Dasan Widak Suragelak. Go Marimarangan Mire. One more time, eh? Sinaloe Mihiramau Mali. Sinanagayo by Manali.
Dasan Suragelak wage.
Go Marimarangan Mire. Apa dia? Hai. what you call making the violin talk. Yeah? Yes. Now, there is a special journey that Dinesh is going to do, and that's moving towards Bollywood. So we have a well-loved song. So we have a change in the instrument as well. So we have the mandolin. Yeah, looks like it's going to get romantic now. Seated. While you tuned, you'd like to say something about this song?
Oh, okay, it's a very familiar. I mean, it's an.
So it's a surprise. So we wait until you hear the song. Thank you. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you very much. So we went to Sri Lanka, then we went to Bollywood, and of course earlier on we went to Hollywood. And where do we go now? What do you like? Fast, slow, English, Sinhala, Hindi? Fast. Okay, you want a fast song. Okay. There's a song, English or Sinhala? Or Hindi? Hindi, okay. Is it? All right. So, yeah, we have a Hindi song as well. We have a Sinhala song as well. So what do we do first? We'll do a Sinhala song, and then the Hindi one will follow, right? Right. So this is a song about Colombo, right? The commercial hub of Sri Lanka, and it's called Kolompuresriya, right? The beauty of the elegance of Colombo, right? So you can clap your hands, and once again we repeat, we would like to see at least one person dancing. Then you will make our day, you know. You can clap your hands. So we're going to see your performance now. So we can see. Kolompuresriya, Kolompuresriya, Pomalassanai Kolompuresriya, Sriya, Kolompuresriya, Kolompuresriya, Pomalassanai Kolompuresriya, Sriya. Put it. කොටුවද මෙහනේ කඩසාප්පු බෝතිබේ පාරමැද්ද පීලි උඩින් වෑන් කාර් යනවනේ මහා පුදුම මේකනේ තට්ටු දෙකේ පස් යමේ ඒ පාරින් මේ පාරින් හරව හරව යනවනේ කොළඹ ජට්ටියට යමුනව බලන්නට බොහොම ලස්සනයි කොළඹුරේස්රියා ශ්‍රියා කොළඹුරේස්රියා Kolompuresriya, boma lassanai Kolompuresriya, Sriya. Hamdi arhitang innerala hamige attega. Machine එකක් වගේ නිකන් අර පැත්තට මේ පැත්තට හරව පිටිපස්සට කාලොරි බර කරත්ත බස් ටිප් බෑන්ඩ් එකක් මෙතන මොලේ හරි ජරබර මොකද බොලේ මේ තරමට සෙනග කිව්වේගේ අපේ ගමේ නාඩගමක් ඇවිල්ලාද මෙහි Ali sangat bicycle tarun taruniyo lajanatu yanwa moon goal bisege o gana pokunata yamuna ubalannata boma lassanai Kolompuresriya Sriya Kolompuresriya Kolompuresriya boma lassanai Kolompuresriya Sriya Kolompuresriya Kolompuresriya boma lassanai Kolompuresriya Sriya Kolompuresriya Kolompuresriya boma lassanai Kolompuresriya Sriya. Thank you very much. All right, Dinesh, you have something up your sleeve.
I have a little bit, calm songs. To make yourself more calm, to work more tomorrow. Go and work more and bring success to Sri Lanka. Okay, I'll play a few songs, but I have to get my book for that, okay.
सुहानी रात डर चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे.
Volume little bit. Can you reduce a little bit?
सुहानी रात डर चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे. जहाँ की ऋतु बदल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे. सुहानी रात डर चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे. नसारे अपनी मस्तियाँ लुटा लुका के सो गए. सितारे अपनी रोशनी दिखा दिखा के सो गई. हर एक शम्मा जल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे. सुहानी रात डर चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे. ला 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 ले ला 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 तड़प रही थी तुम तड़प रही है नम तुम्हारे इंतजार में. तुम्हारे इंतजार में किसा का रंग आ चला है मौसम बहार में. किसा का रंग आ चला है मौसम बहार में. हे मौसम बहार में यहाँ भी रुख बदल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगी. सुहानी रात डर चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगी.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dinesh. Thank you. So, while we get ready to open the dinner, I would like to do one more song. And that song is called Let Me Be There, right? Any Elvis Presley fans? Elvis Presley? Yeah? Okay. So maybe you can sing. Yeah? Yeah. All right, you sing. You sing. Wherever you go, wherever you may wander in your life, surely you know, always want to be there, just holding your hand and standing by to catch you when you fall, seeing you through in everything you do. Sing. Let me be. Let me be there in the night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right, just make it right. Let me take you to that wonderland, and always you can share. All I ask you is let me be there. watching you grow and growing to the changes in your life. Well, that's how I know. I always want to be there whenever you feel you need a friend to lean on. Here I am whenever you call. You know I'll be there. I said, let me be there in the morning. Let me be there in the night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right. Just make it right. Let me take you to that wonderland and always you can share. All I ask you is let me be there. Let me be there to the fight. Let me be there in the night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right. Just make it right. Let me take you to that wonderland in all ways you can share. All I ask you is let me be there. All I ask you is let me be there. Let me be there. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very especially for all Elvis fans. And once again, just to let you know that the dinner buffet is open. So enjoy your dinner. And once again, just reminding you about the photo area. So Dinesh will keep you company.
කලු කරගෙන වයින් වෙලාවේ මට මුවා වෙන්න දසකුත් නෑ ඇඳ වෙලාවේ අතර මග ගෙරිතුමා උඩේ යටින් කැන්දා ගෙදර ගිහින් නැරළුදා මතකයි අද වාගේ මග බැලුවා රුව දකින්න ඔබේ දෑතේ වලලු රන්දුනා අඩි සද්දෙට ඉබේ එදා ඉඳන් මග බැලුවා රුව දකින්න ඔබේ දෑතේ වලලු රන්දුනා අඩි සද්දෙට ඉබේ දෙතොල නැගී සිනා නැවුම් බැනුම් සනා අදීම වේ සුපෙන් කල්ප වටින් කලු කරගෙන වයින් වෙලාවේ මට මුවා වෙන්න දසකුත් නෑ ඇඳ වෙලාවේ අතර මග ගෙරිතුමා කුඩේ යටින් කැන්දා ගෙදර ගිහින් නැරළුදා මතකයි අද වාගේ සිත සපුරා විදානන්ද සුවේ දෑත දෑත එකතු වුණා ප්‍රාර්ථනාලුවේ එදා මෙදා සිත සපුරා විදානන්ද සුවේ දෑත දෑත එකතු වාසනා සතර වටින් කළු කරගෙන වයින් වෙලාවේ මට මුවා වෙන්න ගසකුත් නෑ ඇද වෙලාවේ අතර මතක සිටිමා කුඩේ ඇතින් කැන්දා ගෙදර ගිහින් නැරළුදා මතකයි අද වාගේ
2003 to 2023, celebrating 20 years of remittance services in Kuwait.